Headspace Radio. We are live. No, we're not. This is a pre-recorded. But this is episode 10. We made it to episode 10. Holy smokes, man. That's impressive. That is a feat I didn't expect. That means I'm clearly crazy because I'm literally talking to myself. And in real time, but in hopes of people listening to me ramble later on. So I appreciate the listen that people are doing. You know, I respect you. I think you're a little crazy as well, but, you know, I'm more crazy. So, you know, the crazy leading the crazy, you know. Yeah, a lot has happened. You know, and yeah, this is kind of an entertainment kind of thing, I should say. Everyone familiar with Shannon Sharpe? Well, if you're not familiar, he was, a former NFL player, a very successful one. And he is obviously retired now and was on First Take with, what's that guy's name? Not Stephen A. Smith, but the Skip Bayless. He was on First Take with Skip Bayless. Skip. And to be fair, like before that, he was on, I believe, CBS. It didn't work. It didn't match his vibe, so it didn't work out for him. And then Skip Bayless gave him a chance, and from then on, he blew up. You know. He's very talented. You got to give him his credit. He did what he needed to do, and he blew up. Like, Skip Bayless was a guy to watch the show for, but then Shannon grew within popularity, and people liked his takes or thought they were outlandish for different reasons from Skip, because Skip, that guy's he's a different dude. You know, I don't hate him. I just understand that he's a hater, you know. His takes, some were good. Pertaining to LeBron James, they're just, mostly they're probably bad. But he was entertaining. You know what I mean? You could not knock the fact that Shannon Sharpe was entertaining. You know what I mean? So Shannon Sharpe, former NFL player, gets a show on First Take, co-hosts that show with Skip Bayless, and they pretty much argue for an hour about sports. 30 minutes to an hour about sports. Good stuff. Good premise. I believe it started from cold pizza or hot pizza, cold pizza, which originally got, whatever. Anyways, so what happens there, there's like a Tom Brady episode. Well, not a Tom Brady episode, but Skip Bayless worships the ground Tom Brady walks on, and in a roundabout way, pretty much calls him a bum compared to Tom Brady. And, that's something you don't want to say. He didn't outright say that, but like pretty much, in a roundabout way, it's crazy. Glazed the hell out of Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady is an amazing football player. We're not going to knock that, Never take that away from Tom Brady. But he says they have this blow up, and it is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if dude, they get in an argument, and if dude got off his chair and ran over there and slapped him across the face on live television, I wouldn't have been mad. But the thing is, here's the stigma. Big black man beats up on frail white man on a show he gave him the job for. You know what I mean? Like, as much of an asshole Skip Bayless is, he did put him on that position to get that job. And then I think he thought that Shannon wouldn't outshine him, when in fact he has. And this is around the time where he had, or maybe before the time he had, maybe he had it before, his podcast, you know, Shay Shay, Uncle Shay Shay, or whatever the hell it's called, right? Yo, that podcast is brilliant. I love it. It's amazing. It's crazy. You know, you gotta give your hats off to this dude. You know, that man bring on anyone and everyone, essentially, within the hip-hop community, entertainment community, whatever. If you're a comedian, you're on, you know? But what happened is he would then, you know, bring in comedians. And these comedians would essentially go on his show and talk shit about other comedians. And there's only a certain amount of time where you can say, hey, man, that's not what I said. That's what someone else said. You know, there's only so many times you could say that, because guess what happens? They're going to say you instigating some bullshit. You know what I mean? They're going to say that you cause problems, you're messy, you go on this man's show to be messy. And of course, the main one I'm talking about is when Cat Williams came on the show. I think the biggest podcast views on YouTube. Normally it was held by Joe Rogan. You know, Joe Rogan's still the guy on here, but Shannon Sharpe overtook all of Rogan's shit, essentially, and just, wow. And everyone was talking about that podcast for, like, ever. You know what I mean? It was insane. It was crazy. You know, this man, Cat Williams, one of the best to ever do it, comedian. I like the stand-up where he was in a green suit. I forgot what it's called. One of my ex-girlfriends worshipped Cat Williams. So I'm just imagining she probably lost her damn mind when this guy said all these things and is bigger than he has been in such a while now. She's probably in, like, such joy, glee, like, oh my God. You know, like, one of my ex-girlfriends. But, like, it's neither here nor there. Yeah, man. Cat Williams, bro. Cat Williams said some crazy things, bro. I would say he's a crazy man. He's not crazy, man. Cat Williams is a very intellectual man. I think the problem is that he just don't give a damn. And for people that are in an industry that you have to give a damn, that could be a problem. So he's on this show with Shannon Sharpe, and it blows up for him. And then what happens now is all these other comedians are now beefing with Shannon Sharpe. He gets into not tussle, like physical altercation, but like he goes back and forth with some comedians here and there. It's not going to end well once you beef with a comedian. They hash it out, everything's good. And some other people don't like Shannon Sharpe because of what happened or what happens on his show. Understand? You're like, where are you going with this? Yo, I'm talking. You don't see where I'm going with this. I'm trying to line this up off the rip, although I do feel like I need a script. I got to get better at this. I'm sorry, guys. So, yo, this man then invites Monique. Monique is another comedian, very talented woman, has an Oscar, very underrated, and a lot of people think she's crazy, and I disagree with that. I don't think anyone's perfect, but, you know, Monique ain't gonna say she is perfect. Monique comes on that show, and she speaks the truth. She speaks her truth and the truth about what happened with family and so on and so forth. And she also speaks on Shannon Sharpe in his personal life. Because Shannon Sharpe says he likes some young, you know, the 19, 20-year-old, early 20s type of shit, you know, them joints. Me personally, I'm 35, right? I ain't gonna lie to you. if I was single and some 19-year girl trying to holler at me, I'm not trying to talk to that, bro. I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm not. What do we got in common? What do we got? We got nothing in common. Like, my rule is, if you weren't around for 9/11, we can't talk. We cannot talk. Like, that's the cutoff for me. And even then, 5 years before 9/11, that might be more of my cutoff, because we gotta reminisce on some cartoons. You gotta know who the Power Rangers were, the original Power Rangers. You gotta know all these things. You gotta understand so many of my things. You can't be Captain America and I gotta explain things to you, and then you gotta go watch them and be like, haha. No. You had to have been around for when The Matrix came out. Not this new shit they had. And then they had a video game with Jada Pinkett Smith and the Asian guy, the sheriff is his name. I don't know. Like, that game was mediocre at best. Then they had Matrix Online, and I didn't have a PC like that. I wasn't a PC gamer. That game apparently was good, but I'm not a fan. Whatever. Bro, if you weren't there for a lot of these things, Mike Tyson biting someone's ear off, I was younger, but I was aware of it. Princess Diana, I was younger, but I was aware of it. OJ, I was younger, but I was aware of it. Broski, like, you're not going to tell me, yes, I'm from Toronto, you're not, music-wise, you can't, like, I can't, listen, I think Justin Bieber's an amazing artist. I'm not going to be playing his music while I'm having sex with women, bro. Like, for me, it's all about, like, Jodeci, Marvin Gaye, the Delphonics, Case, Joe, I said Jodeci already, Glenn Lewis, Julie Black, Avant, the Ozzy Brothers, you know what I mean? Like, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the reasons, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just throw me into, like, new people shit and be like, oh, yeah, there are very few people. Bryson Tiller's very few. Chris Brown, very few. Usher ain't a new man, but, like, he an OG in this game now. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving so many people off this list. It's crazy. I'm sorry. Like, you get where I'm coming from with this. Like, I can't play Donnell Jones to a girl that's 21 years old. She don't know that shit. And that's insulting to me. Because, like, how do you not know? Well, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing if she's, like, your age and she don't know that shit. You can put her on. But, like, the mindset of someone that age, she trying to hear something fast, bro. She trying to hear something crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's... They trying to hear Molly's and shit, yo. The motherfuckers out here in the R&B today probably on Molly's and they doing all types of weird shit. That's all I'm saying. But, this dude loves them young girls. And to be fair, it don't matter who you pick. Them girls, if they ain't got the right mindset, they gonna set your ass up. And if they think you a trick, then you a trick. You know what I mean? So, she said, stop dating them young girls, go find you a grown woman so she can cook for you and treat you right. That was literally wisdom. Wisdom right there. That was wisdom. This man pretty much rubbed it off like it was nothing, and then kept it moving. I'm like, wow, bro. All right. Come to find out, this dude's been donkey fucking some Instagram model. That's been, 19 years old. I ain't gonna mention her name. But, that's crazy, my God. it's not crazy for him to be sleeping with OnlyFans models, in my opinion. I think the man he portrays himself to be, the standards were, in my opinion, supposed to be a lot higher, you know, than some girl out here twerking on camera or something like that. But I don't even think she does the twerking. That's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. The fact that he did this is crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's like the girl didn't want to sign an NDA, and she felt so confident that she knew that you were still gonna get with her anyways. Brother, you're not in control of shit in this situation. She is. She always was. And here's the thing: I don't like when people use the R word in a circumstance when it was consensual, because that right there makes things so much sketchy for people that are still out in the market. And that's why a lot of these dudes go overseas. We ain't gonna talk about the passport bros again for a while. Don't worry, calm down. But this is what I'm saying. It's just like, what the hell, man? Broski, what are you doing? This man... So, hold on. This man, Shannon Sharpe, everything he got, he deserves. In terms of making money, getting into the NFL, and making sure his family got out of poverty. Because how the story goes, and what happened, essentially, is that this man's first time using the washroom was when he was in college. And to me, that's insane. I'm like, wow. You know, like, that's the first time. Like, yo, so this dude was poverty. You know, the definition of that poverty stuff, you know? So that's crazy to me, because he grinded his way. Him and his brother, both football players, did what they did. And, yo, my man, he overcame so much things, so many hurdles. And, you know, all the money he accumulated, and so on and so forth. And what happens? What happens, ladies and gentlemen? This girl then tries to extort him out of some money. And, yo, he was about to sign a $50 million contract, so she was like, nah, I'm not taking $10 million, I want 20. Or something like that, I don't know. Homegirl sues him for the R word and all this other stuff, and releases audio. So this girl ain't love you at all, bro. She had the live convos recorded, bro. This is crazy. Holy shoot. You can't make this shit up. This man, so yeah, he's from like the South. And, you know, still probably prejudiced down there, whatever the case may be. You being a black man. And he has this fetish called slave play. You know, there's levels to that shit. I ain't a fan of none of it. But, you know, I picture dude like wearing like a straw hat and some fucked up whole shirt, you know. The white girls is like trying to spank him or so. I don't know if that's what they was doing. But he kind of made the parallels to him and King Kong and the white woman in the Statue of Liberty, or so, not the Empire State Building. You know, big black man chokes out a little white girl. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, what is this? I swear I deleted that on my account. What the hell? I'm joking. Relax, people. I'm kind of joking. But, yo, this is crazy, dog. What the hell is going on? Like, this dude, like, bro, like, listen, what you do in your bedroom is your business until it's not your business. And unfortunately, now we're all talking about what this man does in his bedroom. I'm not a fan of this. Although I think it's fucked up, I'm not a fan of it, you know? Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry about that. Nah, but like I'm not a fan of this at all. It's just like yo, bro, this man out here. I don't know how far it went. I don't know if this man let her call the N word or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if she felt comfortable saying that. But listen, the game is being played. The girl sounded so innocent on the phone. And like, I guess, I don't know. That's called a job interview, meaning that you know you're being recorded and you gonna handle yourself accordingly. Well, this guy has no clue he's being recorded, and he's gonna handle himself as he normally does. You know, so it don't look good. He's still the homie at the end of the day. I just think he's a dumbass. He should have known better. Because all that hard work you've done, the place where you began isn't the place where you end. But damn near, if you were anyone else, that would have been where you've ended. So for me, it's just not a good look, man. Because this girl now apparently quits OnlyFans. She might be back, but she quits OnlyFans because you paid her out. The money that you accumulated through your life to get to this place, you just threw it at her. And this girl said, was it 15,000 and 25,000 a cheek? What the hell? Are you insane? Listen, I don't like to judge people's appearances. That's a lie, I do. But I don't like to like openly come out here and disrespect women or, you know, call them out or any of that stuff like that. But like, baby, I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, if I had the money, I ain't paying you shit. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, 25, I don't care how much price she put on her ass cheeks, and whether it's a term that she just said just to be funny or whatever. Brother, I ain't paying for shit, bro. Listen, nah. I wouldn't even give that woman the time of day. Let alone, what the fuck? Like, what? She say some shit like that to me. That's an insult. I'm like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Yo, this man was like, ooh, I gotta go in there now. I'm like, nah, son, stay the hell away from that, bro. Like, she don't love you. You old fool. Like, what the hell? So, yo, that man had to take the bullet. He had to bite the bullet, you know, and then they fired him from ESPN. You know, that the mouse don't take L's, buddy. Mickey Mouse fired his ass. I don't know what Stephen A. Smith has said after that, but I don't know. I wake up every day thinking about how could I make my boss some money and how could I get some. Like, bro, are you for real? Like, listen, Stephen A. Smith, I love your family, beautiful black family. But yo, bro, my man, like, what the hell, man? You gotta stop that nonsense. Just say I wake up every day, try to make this money, and keep my job. That's good enough, bro. Because you keep your job, yo, and you making money at your job, then your boss will give some money. Like, that's how that works, bro. But if you out here saying, I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure this man get paid, the fuck, and then be like, how can I get some of that? Like, what? Bro, nah, son. He getting paid off of you. You're the employee. You're not his assistant that's working for free or got, you know, a stake in this company or got a, you know, what the hell, what's it called? What's that word called? I want to sound very intelligent here. Shit, man. Yo, let me blow my nose. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, not like you got equity in this company or something. Sorry, I have to pause and blow my nose. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, one scandal alone will take you out. And you better hope to God that your online fan base or whoever is going to ride with you. I think they will to a degree. I think it'll be fine. But, yo, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. Yeah, man. So, this man pretty much flushed his ESPN career out the gosh damn toilet. Down the toilet. Club Shay Shay, he kind of got to pivot on how you go about those interviews because this is a humbling event, you know? Like, you out here playing master and slave Negro in the bedroom, and you feel like, yo, like, I don't know, maybe he's the dude. Like, this is more like a domination thingy, I guess, like, that ain't it with me, bro. That's crazy. Like, I ain't put my hands on a white woman in the bedroom or out the bedroom, bro. Like, yo, them people scar up and bruise too quick, bro. And then you find out, like, she find out that you might have another woman on the side. Oh my God, you are going to jail. Like, yo, just lay down on your chest and put your hands behind the back. Whatever she said don't matter. If it don't make sense, you going to face the consequences. So for me, that ain't for me, bro. Like, yo, God bless anyone. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I'm not here to shit on white women. There are crazy women in all ethnicities. It's all about mindset. And the same can go for dudes. It's all about the mindset and how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself. But if you're moving like a bozo out here, then you're going to get bozo results. This man was trying to talk to this young girl who never worked a damn near day in her damn life, bro. Like, literally, she ain't got no damn resume. The job she probably worked was at McDonald's, and there's nothing wrong working at McDonald's, but, like, girl, 19 years old. What? Listen, where's the male equivalent to this? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real here. Like, yo, I'm trying to get paid. What the hell? Like, where's the male equivalent? Like, what is it? Like, yo, bro, imagine being 21 years old and all you needed to do was record some events that dude probably recorded himself as well, and he sent you copies of. And then hold that against them and say $20 million or else we're gonna expose the video that you don't want to have exposed. And guess what? I bet you that video still gets exposed anyways, because why the hell not? Like, dude already, you already got your money. You don't love this dude. Yo, put out the video. That's what they're probably gonna do. But yeah, man, like that's crazy. I don't know what to say for that. I don't know what to say to that. We gotta be more. We gotta use more discernment when we talking to people that we're trying to interact with. We're trying to get together with. We gotta have a decorum. We also gotta, we also gotta humble ourselves, because this dude gonna get humbled. He's been getting humbled, man. All that hot shit you talking to Ocho about being late and all this other stuff. Listen, bro. At least Ocho ain't out here getting dime and nickel by some girl he was fucking. For $20 million. Oh my God. I don't know if that's the right amount. I gotta look it up. But she getting paid. She ain't gotta work another day in her life. And she ain't got no work history, bro. Her work history ain't long enough for this to even happen. Nah, bro. Like, what the hell? Bro, I'm out here working warehouse positions and Uber and all this other nonsense, bro. And you out here, what? Homegirl, $20 million in America. So gotta message me in the comment section. Do y'all pay taxes on the money you win in a lawsuit? I know y'all get taxed out the ass during the lottery, but at least you walk out of there with like $500 million. Or 9 something, you know what I mean? I ain't mad at y'all for that. But this is insane. Holy smokes. What do you say to that? You know what I mean? Like, what do you really say to that? I don't know what to tell you guys. But listen. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Comment in my video. Say I'm a damn fool, or you rock what I'm saying, or whatever the case is. I appreciate it. I'm on Spotify as well, so check that out. It's whatever. And yeah, man, just say no to drugs. And if a girl tries to holler at you and says $25,000 a cheek, you just gotta say no, man. You just gotta walk up out of there. You know what I mean? The regular dude should not be taking notes from Shannon Sharpe. Only the notes they should be taking based on his decisions or lack of decision making. That's pretty much it. I still love Shannon Sharpe. I think he's still a good guy. I just think he's a dumbass. And God bless him. God bless all y'all. Thank y'all for listening to Headspace Radio. I'll talk to y'all another time. All right. Peace out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I am gone. 30 minutes.